What up, all you worship peoples? Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Nate Meist, and I love equipping worship leaders with helpful and encouraging content. And in this video, we're going to be looking at 3 very simple yet effective ideas to get creative with your worship experience for the Christmas season. Let's get into it. As you can see, I am donning my Star Wars Christmas sweater. It is out. We are in full Christmas swing. I know it's, we're halfway through November here, but you know what? At my household, we honestly start celebrating Christmas the day after Halloween. And I know to a lot of people that's like criminal. We haven't even celebrated fall yet or Thanksgiving, but around here, man, we are huge Christmas fans and we started as early as possible. I'm sure my neighbors are super annoyed when the Christmas lights go up like halfway through November, but you know what? Deal with it. I love Christmas. And another thing that's in full swing is probably a lot of you guys that are putting together Christmas set lists and finding new renditions of Christmas songs and how am I going to make this year memorable compared to last year, and what am I going to do different? And I just wanted to give you guys some ideas to get those creative juices flowing. Maybe these ideas will be stepping stones to what you will ultimately do. And these ideas can be applied to large churches, smaller churches, but I'm especially addressing those smaller churches. You guys that don't have as many resources as the bigger churches have. And so I just wanted to give you guys some ideas to kind of help you in that area. It's very simple ideas, but things that will be effective and things that will make your Christmas services memorable. All right, idea number 1. Changing up the way that you normally would play a Christmas song. Maybe there's a song that you normally would play with a full band and you strip it down to like one instrument. Maybe there's a song that is normally a faster song and you make it kind of a slower tempo song. For a Christmas last year, I did this really cool version of What Child Is This? By Andrea von Kampen. I hope I'm saying that right. I'll link that song down below. Everyone kind of took a break and it was just me kind of finger picking on my acoustic and another vocalist singing through this song. So you can do something like that where you're kind of chugging along your set list, and then for one song it's like it's only keys or it's only acoustic guitar and like one voice, and you really strip it down and create that really interesting contrast. And then, like I said, the other thing is taking a song that's usually played faster and slowing it down. Like, for example, you could do, like Angels We Have Heard is a song that is normally played in a faster tempo with a full band in an exciting way, because it is an exciting song, but it's also kind of cool to take songs like that you're expecting to be fast and slowing them down. So like Angels We Have Heard, angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains and the mountains. You kind of get the gist, but taking a song that they're expecting one thing and you throw something else at them. I would say, with a caveat on that, just continue to respect these songs. These songs are old, they are respected, they are beloved. I would really say to stick to the original melody so that people can still sing along to these songs. I mean, that's one thing that they're looking forward to during the Christmas season. Coming to church and singing Christmas songs is a really big deal. But I think there is, respectable ways to change up these songs and put a creative spin on them. Idea number 2. So putting together a small choir or doing a song a cappella. And what I mean by a cappella is not necessarily maybe just you singing the song, but maybe you and a few other vocalists, and putting together some really well thought out harmonies, or putting together a small choir. This is actually something I'm trying this year. I'm going to ask a number of my vocalists if they'd be willing to kind of come together and for our Christmas Eve service and, kind of put together a small choir. Nothing huge. I maybe have 10 vocalists on my team. Maybe I'll put together one a small choir that has 6 people or 8 people. Maybe we'll get together and do a few rehearsals and work out our parts and who's going to sing what. And, to be honest, I know very, very little about choirs. I have a few friends that I can reach out to. You can even just look up some YouTube videos, or I've already looked on various blogs and kind of researched, how do you arrange a choir? I have almost zero experience in that area, but, it's a matter of effort, right? It's a matter of seeking excellence in everything that you do. And it's like, you know what? I'm the worship leader here. I don't have much experience in this area or this area, but I'm going to try. And this is an idea that I have, and I'm just going to see how it goes. And maybe it flops. It might not work, and that's part of the risk. But as long as you're taking risks and trying new things, that's what matters. You don't need experience, and you don't need a million rehearsals, and you don't need professionals to do this stuff, man. Just put it together and do your best and see what comes of it. I'm sure it'll be great. Our third and final point, or is it? So doing a medley, a medley is basically just kind of like 2 songs, 3 songs, kind of put together in a way that makes it one song. And there's so many variations that you could do with the Christmas songs and with current worship songs. So I'm going to give you a few examples here to kind of, once again, get those creative juices flowing. So the first one I'm going to do is Great Things by Phil Wickham into the Angels We Have Heard chorus. So Great Things, I usually play that song in G. So, oh, hero of heaven, you have done great things. Oh God, you do great things. And glory in excelsis Deo. Another medley that I thought would be really cool is going from the first verse of Joy to the World into King of Kings by Hillsong. King of Kings, man, that's it's almost a Christmas song. And I remember playing King of Kings last year for Christmas and having it fit so well with the theme of Christmas. And so I started playing around with that, and I thought it'd be really cool to sing, the first verse of Joy of the World, because that song already you're expecting him to come. There's an expectancy there. And then that same theme continues into that first half of King of Kings. It'd be something where I would sing probably the first verse of Joy of the World, and then I would pass it off to one of my other vocalists, and she would lead, the entire song of King of Kings. So this is kind of what it would sound like. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. Da 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 da. In the darkness we were waiting, without hope, without light. That was one medley that I kind of came across that I thought that worked really, really well, especially thematically. And then one last medley is Lion and Lamb into the chorus of "O Come Let Us Adore Him." But I kind of liked pairing it with Lion and Lamb because it's a faster song going into what people usually hear as a slower song. So I don't know, I really liked that juxtaposition. but this is kind of what it would sound like. So if we sing the last part of Lion of the Lamb, so let's see, who can see every knee? So every knee will bow before the Lion and the Lamb. Every knee will bow before Him. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come, let us adore Him. Oh, come, let us adore Him. Oh, come, let us adore in Christ the Lord. So that's pretty cool. But obviously, you guys need to do your own research and own experimenting. Look at your current repertoire of songs, and look at the songs, the Christmas songs that you want to pull off this year, and see which ones you could pair well together. There could be very similar keys, there could be similar tempos, similar themes. Ideally, for a medley to work well, you would want both songs to be in the same key so that you can go straight into the next song. It's just this really cool surprise whenever you pull off a medley really well. You thought we were done, but no, there is a bonus idea. So yeah, this idea is a bonus idea because you might not have the freedom or the resources to hire somebody from outside of your team. And that's perfectly okay. But maybe some of you at the smaller churches out there, maybe you do have a small Christmas budget, or maybe you can talk to your leadership and be like, hey, listen, I found this really great violinist, and it'd be $150. She's going to come to rehearsal, and then, they'll play with us on Christmas Eve, and it's going to make it really, really special, and I just think it'll add a lot, to our, Christmas service, that night. Or maybe it's like a vocalist that and they're a professional vocalist, and they have an incredible voice. I would say ideally somebody that loves the Lord, somebody that is wanting to do this, at a church, and they're excited to be joining your team, and they're humble about it. That kind of vibe. Don't just hire anybody, but somebody that's going to actually add to the experience, somebody that is excited to be there. And I found that to be, a really great addition, a really great thing to add to, our Christmas services. So there you guys have it, 3.5 ideas to hopefully give you some creative thinking this Christmas season. I hope that happened in this video, and if it was helpful for you guys, why don't you give this video a like? It helps out a ton, and maybe even subscribe so that you don't miss future worship tutorials. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.